Hello guys, this is Tahir, and today I'll show you what we've been learning in the game development school. At the first few days we had something called trash games, and we were looking for anything that we can make a game of, a board game or any kind of game. So we'd have papers and pens, tapes, all kind of stuff to make simple trashy games. And at these days we were getting prepared to be introduced to game design, and so this was in our third or fourth day. We had lectures about game design. We also had a few links for videos and articles to read more about game design. And then we had the art direction, lectures, and user interface. And by the way, these links and these lectures are all found here on my Discord that I made to share everything we were having at the school. So as you can see here, when we started with the board games, another channel for resources, all the videos and the articles and other good stuff you can find on this channel. So this is one thing. I'll be posting a link for this Discord server on the description. The second week, or the week after, the game design started to be introduced to Unity, and we had this Corgi Engine that is an asset in the Unity Asset Store. We downloaded that, and we had some links for essentials and the Corgi Engine documentation. And our first assignment was to make a 2D level, and then we would build more and more levels, and we would have a few more things to add to that level. After that, we had the programming course. We had a course from gamedev.tv. It's a 2D game. So here's the course. It has a few projects. It starts with a delivery driver, then snowboarder, quizmaster, Galvinia, and then laser defender. And we also had this Unity Learn to learn more basics. And then we have more to watch, like artificial intelligence and performance and optimization. And you can find this on Unity Learn. So our first week assignment was to watch the delivery driver and the quizmaster. And the second week is to remake the delivery driver or quizmaster. And then we had to watch also snowboarder. Then we would remake the snowboarder and start with the next Tilvinia. At the fourth week we would do the same. At the fifth week we would make a mini project for the laser defender or make our personal project. So this was for the programming. We had also two programmers from a local studio that were there, and they helped us. In the week after that we had a game jam for 1 week. So after that we had a pixel art week, and we were introduced to some programs. The one we used was a sprite, this one right there. And we had to do first character concept, so we would think of what character we were going to make, and then we would make a sprite from that concept, and we would also make tiles and character animation. And then after that we had a week to learn more about sounds and sound design. And again, everything you need you would find here on this Discord server. So after the sound week we had a few weeks, 5 weeks, to make a storytelling game and make that story without any words spoken in the game, and it has to be 2D. So the game we did at that week was this one. This is a trailer we did for the game. You can find this demo on my HQ that I will add to the description. The week after that was about Blender. We had 5 weeks for Blender. So in the first week it was an introduction to 3D weapons. We had some links to articles and videos. And so our first week assignment was to make a 3D weapon. And then in the second week we had the diorama. So we had to make first texture the weapon we did, and also make a diorama. And then the week after that we had some lectures about characters, low poly characters, and that's what we did on our third week. And then the week after that we had to do rigging and skinning to the character. And then the 5th week we had to do animation for the character, a walk cycle or any animation you would like. The week after that we had some UX and UI design lectures. So a designer who used to work at DICE was giving us these lectures for 1 week. And yeah, after that we had a week for Houdini, very cool program that a lot of movies use. And also there is like an indie version for indie developers, so you might wanna check that out. Look how cool is that. Yeah, so at the week we were learning Houdini, we made a terrain and trees and mountains and street. We had, of course, a teacher for that, so it was fun. The week after that we had like a week to learn more about communication inside the team and all of this stuff. And then we had a week for the visual effects and particle effects in Unity. And then we had around 6 weeks to make a VR project for a fortress where the school is located in Boden, North Sweden. So we made this VR project. We were all the students basically were in the same team, and we were divided into like designers, programmers, artists, sound design, project lead. Yeah, so these were the subjects we had in our first year. Now in the 2nd year we are starting with Unreal Engine. So if you'd like to watch more content like that, I'll be posting on this channel game dev short focused clips, so consider subscribing. I'll also be uploading more videos about game development in general. Thanks for watching. Bye.